lights on, check out that carbon fibre chassis! Woohoo! Hello, welcome back to RC Workshop, guys. Check it out. So we are doing a little bit of work today on the Wltoys K989. The only thing I'm doing is a couple of steering mods to this, literally, but it is stock standard still. And we've put some plastic 3D printed drift rims on there, which there'll be a video following off on this one if you haven't seen it so far. So what are we doing today? We are going to bling this thing up, make it a little bit lighter perhaps as well. So as you can see, we've got an aluminium chassis on the bottom and an aluminium chassis brace on the top. We are swapping that out for carbon fibre. Very, very, very nice this is, guys. And it is dirt cheap as well. It is actually legitimate, real carbon fibre that's been cut out on a CNC machine. It's a really nice piece of kit, really lightweight. It doesn't weigh anything. Very, very, you can't even bend it. If you push it, you can just about get a tiny bit of flex out of it. Nice, real strong material, really nice. This aesthetically is going to look absolutely fantastic on this car. Instead of the one that's there now, to give you some idea of what it's going to look like, something like this. Hang on, yeah, this way around. My bad. I was thinking nothing lines up. Hello. There you go. It's going to look something like that went on. So yeah, let's get this thing stripped down. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to try and do it without stripping the whole thing down too much. Hopefully I'll show you some pros and cons about doing that in a minute. But what I'm going to do is just take the receiver and speed control off there, swap this top brace out, put this one on, then hopefully, I think if we just take these body mounts off here, we can keep the car flat enough and steady enough to carefully undo all the screws, leave everything in place where it is, drop the new chassis plate on there and drop all them screws back in. Fingers crossed we can do that. Let's give it a try. So first things first, hopefully I can do this without speeding it up too much on the video. But what we can do is just knock these 4 screws out of the top of the car there. There's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4. And then we should be able to remove that top brace now. But there's a screw holding on to the speed control and receiver, 2 of those there. So under those 2. There is no instructions with this, so you'd have to, like, you know, there might even be a better way than I'm doing it. Probably the best way is to actually strip it down completely, but I don't want to make too much mess if I can help it. So that is one brace off, the metal brace, and this is the new brace that's going on there. As you can see, that looks a whole lot better. So what we're going to do is drop that speed control back onto there. I'll get this mounted up and then we'll mount it to the top of the car. So there you go, that was a little bit fidgety to get them tiny screws back in there. So then that's all back on. This thing should actually just clip straight down on where the old one came from, like so. Little click, drop these 4 screws back into the unit, like so. There's 1. That's actually a nice fit, so fingers crossed the bottom plate goes on just as well. So I'll get these little screws tightened back up. Oh, we're off camera there. I'll get these little screws tightened back up. May as well do it now on film. Let's go for it. Let's do it like a live. There's 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, and 4. And there you go. We have got a top brace on, just like that. And that looks a whole lot better. I can't wait to swap this bottom out. Looking forward to it. So what I'm going to do, like I say, is just undo these 2 back screws on the back there. The tiny ones. They are very, very small. Hopefully we don't have to take them all the way out. Let's see. Oh, we do have to take them out. So there's them 2 screws. Anyway, pop that off, like so. What that should enable us to do now, keep them to one side, is keep the car nice, flat and flush, like so, so it doesn't wobble around too much. I'll undo all these screws, hopefully, and come back to you shortly with this piece taken off. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a job, because I just want to swap them over. Let's have a look. Right, so I hope I've managed to do it. I think the battery holders have fell down, but apart from that let's just lift this off, hopefully with all the screws intact. There's one that needs undoing at the front there, a little bit more. There we go. So hopefully we can place this down now to one side and all the screws will stay where they need to be. And then literally let's try and lay this bottom chassis back over where the other one came from. He said, right, let's try again. I've got it in the wrong place. There we go. That looks more like it. They're dropping on the front and they're actually dropping on the back and clicked in as well. That's nice. So what we'll do now is hopefully drop some screws from the places they came from, which is one there, like so. Tighten them up first so you got the front two in at least. Don't over tighten them, just enough to just nip them up like so. And then we'll try and get two back ones in as well. There we go. Let's take them two from the back, put them in, and that one, tighten them up. I think we're going to get away with it, guys. Fingers crossed. And then what we can do is the servo that you've got there that's just hanging down, let's place that back into where it came from. So then all we should be able to have to do now is drop all them other screws in, and I'll come back to you in a sec. So here we go, just putting the last screw into that battery retainer, like so. There you go, everything is nipped up. Look at that. Wow. From that, which is still good, guys. Aluminium is a nice little touch. I thought they would have put plastic, but yeah, look at that though. That is two worlds apart. Absolutely incredible. Wow. By the way, this lower deck and upper deck are on eBay. I'll put the link in the description. They are under £20. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Now that looks absolutely badass. All the holes are countersunk as well. Really, really nice. Wow, look at that. And obviously the worst thing is you're not going to tell once you got the body on, which reminds me I've just got to put them body posts in as well. Let me drop them on one sec. And there you have it then. It is officially on. I am happy with that. I like it a lot. Like I say, really nice straight up replacement. No messing required. Fits nicely on there. And not to mention how mean it looks. And now you've got yourself a carbon fibre K989. The next thing I've ordered is all aluminium. So we've got aluminium upper arms, aluminium lower arms, aluminium hubs behind there, back and front that is as well. I think we've got aluminium shock towers going on there as well. That should be in the next K98 video for me anyway. So yeah, just a short video. It was actually a nice easy way of replacing the chassis. Definitely recommend taking that the body tower off so you can lay it flat, because a few things fall out. But ultimately, guys, look, not lost a single screw, and literally we've swapped the chassis over as quick as this video. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. By the way, I've dropped a few hints already. I am actually building a studio upstairs in the loft with a micro drift track on there. So this thing is going to be the first thing to drift around that track once it's built. Anyway, see you on the next one. Just a little bit of bonus up close footage. Look at that now. That is a lovely little mod for the K989. I like this car even more so now because it's carbon fibre. Absolutely fantastic. And then wheels just look absolutely brilliant with it as well. Really happy with that, guys. Real cheap mod as well. Like I said, you think going to do anything performance wise, it probably was ever so slightly lighter. I should have weighed it, to be honest, than the original, but still I am over the moon with that real carbon fibre chassis. Fantastic.